and today I'll be discussing the top, or not the top 5, I'm tripping, the best armor sets based on looks and actual like functionality. And yeah, so let's get right into it. We're gonna start from early game going up to late game. So early game, we're gonna go with, excuse me, early game we're gonna go with the Carrion Knight set. I'm gonna have to hand it to the set, yo. It's actually not that bad of a set, especially if you're running some sort of int build. You can go with int on this one. You can go int or faith or whatever. But an early game knight looking kind of set, you're gonna want to go to the Carrion Knight set. Where to get this set is really simple. You want to be progressed through Stormvale Castle. You want to either kill Godric or just go around the castle. I just killed Godric because he's a really easy boss. But then when you come into Liurnia, you're gonna want to. I'll go from the start. You're gonna want to get the Glintstone key from the island with the dragon on it, which is this island right here. You're gonna want to come here, run around the dragon, get the key, and then run back to the academy. Let me just get a weapon out real fast. Okay. You're gonna come up to the south Lucarian gate, side of Grace, and then you're gonna walk in when you get the Glintstone key. Now, you're gonna want to get this side of Grace, right here, and then you're gonna come over to this lift. I have to call mine back in since I already used mine, but you're gonna want to get on this lift, and then take it upwards to the actual academy. But yeah, a complimentary, no, not a complimentary, what am I saying? Like the jewels that are like encrusted in this armor set make it like really bring it out. And this cloak on the back, I really like. And the helmet, it's just all like ties together. Anyway, you want to get off the lift and just follow this path up. There's going to be some wizards guarding the door up there. But that's alright, we can just kill the wizards. You want to run up here. Just dodge their attacks. Don't get fucking clapped like I am right now. Alright, you want to kill these wizards. Run in here. Hang left on this path right here. Keep going left and left until you run into the side of Grace. Sit down at the side of Grace to lose any aggros. And then from the side of Grace, you just want to run forward and then bust the left right here on this opening. And you want to just keep running. Just don't even deal with these enemies. Just keep running away. You're on one run, and then run. And then when you hit this bridge, try and get your stamina back and then just keep sprinting. There's going to be a dog right in front of you. Try not to get his aggro. So just really stick to the right. And when you see this like big, you see this guy like praising this grave, you're going to bust the right down here where all these guys are praying to this grave, and then you're going to pick up the item on the ground, and that's the Carrion Knight set. Yeah, let's go over it. Let's go over it real quick. It's actually not that bad in the physical strike / and pierce categories, but this is more of a like, not what am I trying to say? Like a more of a magic defense, magic damage negation set. And yeah, that's the Carrion Knight set. So yeah, hold on, let me just go deal with these fucking guys real fast. Since you literally cannot teleport if you don't kill these fucking guys, so. Let me get a fucking actual weapon, dude. God. Bro, who are you? Okay, I've had enough of this shit. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the next set. This is the most early game set I can actually think of. You're gonna come over here and when you've accessed the round table, you're gonna want to come over here to the Twin Maiden Husks, and they will be selling an armor set. It's just a knight armor set. It's just a classic medieval knights armor set. Like, ooh, give me that. But yeah, this armor set is not bad, but it's actually pretty heavy for this early of a game armor set. But yeah, this set is not that bad. I'll buy it for the purpose of this video. But yeah, this set is not the best, but it's gonna be enough to get you through all these hard early game kind of enemies. But yeah, this is just a classic medieval knight set with the tints of blue under the iron, and there's chainmail and stuff. That really brings the set to what it looks like. But yeah, based on looks and how early you can get this set, this is actually not that bad of an armor set. Moving on. I'm gonna have to go to the what's another armor set? Alright, now actually we're gonna stop from, or actually no. This is actually a pretty early game piece. These are pretty early game pieces of armor. The skeletal mask and the raptor feathers. This is good if you're running like a bleed build, for example. Like a Godskin Peeler build, like the dual wielding them. Like this and like this. If you're running a build like this and you have like a jump attack with like the 4 slashing attacks, this is going to be good because the raptor's feathers increase jump attack damage, which is really good for builds like these. So yeah, these are some pretty early game armor sets, or pieces of armor you can get. And where you get them is over here in Altua's Plateau. You get them in Sage's Cave. When you get... Alright, my bad, guys. I don't have the Sights of Grace. But when you go up the Grand Lift of Dectus, you're going to come this way, get the Erd Tree Gazing Hill, Sight of Grace, right here. Get the Golden Seed. There's one on this track. Then you're going to come up this mountain, and then right here is Sage's Cave. You're going to make your way through the cave. And when you run into like a room with 2 archers and a guy with an axe, you're going to want to keep moving forward and then hit a left. You're going to see like 3 chests. Then you're going to keep going. When you see a waterfall, then you're going to jump to the other side, and there you will find the raptor's feathers. Alright, moving on to mid-game. Mid-game, I'm going to have to give it to... What is mid-game? That's late game. I'm going to have to give it to the Royal Remains set. It's not that heavy. It weighs literally 28 pounds. It looks pretty fucking sick, if you ask me. It's a really big skeletal, like, sort of set, made partially of bones. But the helmet being the highlight of this set, that just looks phenomenal, I guess. We're going to go, like, to the Church of Ella so y'all can see this better. But, yeah. The Royal Remains set can be acquired pretty fucking early in the game. And the way you get it is you come over here to the village of Albinurix. You're going to want to find a guy in a pot. He's going to be like an illusion. You want to roll up against the pot so he talks to you. He's going to give you the half of the Halictree medallion, which is used way, way, way later in the game in the snowy area. Then when you get the Haligtree medallion, you want to come back to the round table hold, and you will be getting invaded by this guy wearing this set. And when you kill him, you'll get this weapon right here, the clinging bone. You can dual wield them. They're like fist weapons. You get these weapons, and his set will be lying in the other room next to the Twin Maiden husks. Now moving on to mid to late game. Mid game, assuming that you were doing a little bit of Ronnie's quest line over here in the manor and all of her quest line, I'm gonna have to give it to the Baldwin set. This set is really, really good. Where's that? Where's his gauntlets? Right here. And it looks really good. Like, this armor set, and you get his sword at one point, which is this sword. You get his whole armor set and his sword at one point during Ronnie's questline. But when you get his armor set, it's pretty light, and it provides wonderful protection. Hey, just look at those stats, you know what I'm saying? The pierce, slash, strike, and physical protection is really good, and it also provides a lot of magic, fire, lightning, and holy protection. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to the Baldwin's, like the wolf set that you guys see in the loading screens. But yeah, his set is one of the best. Now, another pretty mid-game set that also looks pretty cool is the twinned armor set. You will most likely see this guy somewhere in your round table hold, but during the mid game he will die and you'll find his armor set. You guys can look up a guide on that. I won't spoil anything. But when you'll find his armor set in the round table hold when he dies, and it looks pretty cool, and it's not that bad of an armor set. Alright, moving on to more later game. I mean, no, this set is pretty good. I mean, it's not ideal looking, I guess. The Jester set, it's pretty, like, trolling looking, I guess, but it's, to be fair, it's not that bad of an armor set. It gives pretty shit lightning and holy protection, but other than that, it's actually a pretty good set. I don't really recommend this set, but if you want to wear it, you can fucking wear it. You get this by doing Sorcerer Sellen's questline. When you do the rest of her questline, and then you have to come here to Renala's fighting room, walk out of her fighting room, and then you'll see 2 summoning signs on the ground. You're going to pick the yellow one. And that yellow one, it's like assist Sorcerer Sellen. And when you do that, you're going to get invaded by the Jester guy. His name is Jaren. He'll invade you, and you have to kill him. And then when you kill him, you get his armor set. So, yeah, moving on to late game armor sets. There's a lot of late game armor sets. For looks, I'm going to have to give it to this Royal Knights set. You get this set after defeating Loretta at the Haligtree. Hold on, let me... God damn it, I can't find her set. Her shit, right there, okay. You get this set when you defeat a knight on a horse named Loretta over here at the Haligtree. I'm not going to really spoil how to get there, what to do, or anything like that. But when you find a knight on the horse over there, her name will be Loretta. You kill her, you get this nice-ass armor set. You guys could just look up a guide on the Royal Knights armor set. But yeah, this is for pure looks, to be honest. But the actual armor stats is not that bad. Like, look at that 16 physical, 17 slash, basically 17 pierce. Like, this is a really good armor set. Alright, moving on to the next set. Again, for mostly straight looks, I'm gonna have to give it to Malekith's armor set. This armor set looks really good with the gold accents on it. It's just like a full black set. You get this when you defeat Malekith at the Crumbling Farm of Azula. Over here, when you defeat Malekith and you get his remembrance, you don't have to trade in his remembrance for the armor. You can get his sword, his black blade right here. You can get his sword with his remembrance, or you can get his incantation. But at the Maiden Husk in the Two Fingers room at the Round Table Hold, you can buy your armor set there. Alright, moving on to the Crucible Knight set. This set is one of the best sets in the game. I don't personally wear it because it's a little bit heavy. But yeah, this set is absolutely phenomenal. Like, its protection, like 17 physical, 13 strike, 16. I'm gonna round it up. So it's gonna be like 18 physical, 14 strike, 17 slash, 17 pierce, 13 magic, 13 fire, 11 lightning, and 14 holy protection on the main armor set. It looks pretty cool. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, this is one of the best looking armor sets in the game. Like, with that Urge tree in the center, with all the accents and stuff, with the cape on the back. It just looks really nice. You get these by going up to the Royal Capital, going around over here, defeating. You don't have to defeat the Dragonic Tree Sentinel, but when you get the Outer Wall Battleground side of Grace, you're going to come up here, ride through the graveyard, and then hang right on the path. Keep going down until you run into a cave. It's going to be I don't know how to pronounce that first word, but it's going to be the Hero's Grave. You're going to go in there, run through the dungeon, and then find a boss room. In that boss room will be 2 Crucible Knights. When you defeat them, you get their armor set and their sword. So, yeah. Alright, moving on to the next armor set. There's a more later game armor sets than there are early game armor sets. But in that same dungeon, you can get the Tree Sentinel armor, which is pretty heavy, but it just looks fucking wonderful, honestly. Yeah, this armor set is really chunky, to be honest. But if you get the Winged Crystal tier, that will temporarily increase your equip load. As I'll give you guys an example. If you guys look at my equip load, I have a 400 fucking equip load, which is just beyond me. This will give some of the heaviest shit in the game a light roll. But yeah, this armor set looks really nice. It has phenomenal protection. Look at those fucking stats, chat. Wonderful protection. And yeah, you get this by in that same dungeon, the Hero's Grave dungeon. You're gonna want to run through the dungeon and then jump off at the last chariot onto some pipes. Run through that. Y'all look up a guide on how to get these armor sets. I'm just showing you guys like where to start and stuff. So you're gonna want to have progressed to the Royal Capital and progressed a tiny bit through the Hero's Grave, so you guys can get this wonderful looking armor set. Alright, next armor set. This is actually a really pretty early game armor set. I should have mentioned this earlier, but the Radahn set. It's pretty heavy. It looks really nice, to be honest. This armor set comes when you defeat Skarsgård's Radahn over here at the Redmane's Castle. When you defeat Radahn, you get his remembrance. When you get his remembrance, you can come down to the Lost Table of Grace, and go to the Maiden Husk that sells all of the stuff for like demigod completions and stuff in the Two Fingers room, and you can buy this armor set. The stats are really good on it. It's pretty heavy though. But the stats are really good, and yeah. Honestly, if they closed off the mask, Like, if they closed off that center part, this thing would look fucking awesome sauce. But they didn't, because the Radons didn't. But, yeah, this is a pretty early game armor set, to be honest. I got this, like, 5 hours in, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, you guys can get this Radon set pretty early when you defeat Radon. But, yeah. Next up, we're going to go to the Knights Cavalry set. This is one of the best looking sets, in my opinion. It's literally just a blackout set with a knight, like a knight sort of theme, but it's just a black knight set. You get this by getting to the concentrated snowfields. You have to you have to kill Commander Nile over here. That's his boss room. You have to defeat him and get the other side of the Haligtree Medallion over here at the village of the Alberics. And when you get that, you want to come back here to the Grand Lift of Rold and then hoist a secret medallion on the platform. And then you can go to the inner... When you get to the inner concentrated snowfields side of Grace, you're going to turn it to nighttime, and then there should be a convoy coming through here, and there's going to be 2 Knights Cavalry guarding it. You're going to kill both of the Knights, and then you'll get this wonderful looking armor set. Alright, moving on to the next set. The Veterans set. This set is really, really heavy. Like, you cannot equip most great swords or swords with it at all, or it will be heavy. But this set is the best. I'm almost certain it's the best armor in the game, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure. But the stats are really, really fucking good. Wonderful stats. Excuse me. Wonderful stats. And when you kill Commander Nile for when you kill Commander Nile for the Haligtree Medallion, you can come down to the Round Table of Grace, go to that same Maiden Husk that sold all the other stuff to you within the Two Fingers room, and she will sell you this wonderful looking armor set. Looks, it's alright in looks. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's alright. But actual, like, usage, fucking phenomenal. Alright, and now we're gonna go to the fingerprint armor set. This is really light, like a pretty light armor set. It's like a welded sort of knight, like it's like a ragged knight set with the cape on the back. You get this by defeating Vike in this Evergoal right here. You have to just defeat him, and then you'll get an incantation and this armor set. So yeah, that's really all I have to it. Alright, moving on to another armor set. The Black Knife armor set. This armor set, I'm pretty sure, is the best light armor set. These are worn by the Black Knife assassins that you see around the world. But this armor set is found in this right here, in this place. When you get the Haligtree Medallion, you want to come over here, come over to this town, and somewhere down, like in the lower workings of the town, you're gonna find this set on a body. And also up north, you will find the Okina mask paired with the what's it called? The Rivers of Blood katana. I maxed this one out. Yeah, this is one of the best bleed weapons in the game. You find it over here at the Church of Repose. You'll get invaded by Okina himself. When you kill Okina, he'll give you the Rivers of Blood katana and his mask. So yeah, that's just an armor piece, because he doesn't really have a dedicated armor set. But he does. It's called the White Reed Samurai set. Just the White Reed set. It's found in a cave up here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's in either this cave or there's some sort of other cave. This one right here. No, it's in this cave right here, the Spirit Caller Cave. Look up a guide on the Spirit Caller Cave, and it will lead you to the White Reed set. I don't have the White Reed set because I just never went out of my way to get it. But if you guys want to go out of your way and get it, you can wear it with the Okina mask, which is what looks best with it. A really, really extremely late game armor set is the Elden Lord armor. I personally never really used this set because, like, I never really liked it. I mean, it looks pretty good, to be honest. It doesn't look that bad. Like, this is what one of the final bosses, where at the end of the game, and this is buyable at the Maiden Husk that sold you all the other stuff. It's actually fairly light. But yeah, this is one of the armor sets you get from defeating one of the last bosses of the game. And yeah, you buy it from the Maiden Husk in the Round Table Hold. Also, this is an optional armor set, but it is more of a female character model sort of armor set. This is Melina's armor set, paired up with her sword, the Hand of Melina. It's a katana. It has a really, really nice Ash of War. Hold on. What just happened? Anyway. It has a really nice Ash of War. It's the water flow dance. It's just a really big spamming sort of Ash of War. And it causes bleed too, so you guys can just imagine bleed paired up with that such of an Ash of War would be wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Alright, moving on to the next armor set. There's a lot more late game armor sets than early game armor sets. Alright, anyway, moving on. Some armor pieces you can find that actually look really nice, in my opinion, is the ruler armor set. The gauntlets is just purely for show. Like, it's just for fashion. Like, you can pick whatever you want. Yeah, but like, you can just style this however you want. There's somewhere, there's a lot of like broken down convoys in the Alturas Plateau. There's a lot of broken down convoys. You guys can look up a guide for the ruler's armor. But you could find this on a body. You can find this on a body in that big, like, pile of broken down convoys. Anyway, for all my wizards, we have the Lusat's and Azor's armor set. I like to pair up the greaves. I don't like to use the old sorcerer's greaves, because in my opinion they're just too fucking weak. I just put the confessor boots on this. But yeah, this is for all the wizards and mages. There's a green version, the Azor's glintstone stuff. This is a green one. I like the Azor one better. Not for looks. I personally like the Lusat's one for looks, but for functionality, this one is better. If you don't have that armor set, then you can pair up like the Queen's crown with her robe, I'm pretty sure, and some other sort of like combination you can make for a lot of good wizard armor. But yeah, you can also get the Godskin Apostle set. I don't really like how this one looks, to be honest. It just looks pretty freaky to me. You're literally dressed as the Godskin Apostle. You can also get the Godskin Noble set. It's just a fat hoe set. You guys look like the Godskin Noble. I'm surprised you can light roll with this big fat shit on. But I'm personally don't like those sets. You guys can get them for like memes and shit, but I don't really use them like that. You can also get the Witch's Glintstone Crown from Sorcerer Sellen's questline. When you bring her to the academy and you protect her from Jaren, then right next to her on the ground will be her helmet. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure that can wrap it up for today's video. I think I went through every armor set that is good. I mean, I have the cool armor pieces like the cloak that Margit wears and Morgott wears. I have their cloak. I have Moog's cloak right here. It actually looks pretty nice. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I went through every armor set. Oh, and the all-knowing set. This is a really, really, really late game. It's the third final boss. And telling by the helmet, you guys can probably find this guy in your round table hold right now. But if you already fought him, he also drops his scepter. It's considered a hammer. But he also drops his scepter. And his armor set, I don't really like how it looks. It just makes me look fat as fuck. But yeah, his helmet does look pretty sick. But yeah, you can get his armor set at the end of the game. But yeah, I think that will wrap it up for today. Let me just make sure I don't have any other armor sets I didn't go through. Yeah, I think I went through it all. Yep, I did. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Yeah, those are the best looking and best functionality armor sets in Elden Ring 2024, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys